All right, so once this is dry, I'm gonna go ahead and take one of my key colors in my design. Okay, so remember my key one was pink into orange. I'm gonna take one of those colors. So I'm gonna take a pink. This is not the exact same color of pink. This is actually a water-soluble watercolor pencil. And I'm gonna use this as my mid-tone. So think middle range areas of my paper. Okay, these are not going to necessarily be my shadow places yet, but just middle area. And I am going to add this. First of all, I'm going to sharpen it up. And I am going to just sort of use it on its side in the following places. So around the perimeter of the face, I'm going to add a little bit. I'm not pressing hard. I'm pressing lightly, if anything. Okay, kind of around this highlight for the cheek. I can even go into the cheek area just a smidge. Either side of the nose, underneath the nose a little bit. So remember, I'm keeping this light. I'm trying to kind of use it on its side. Around the eyes. Okay. I might use a little bit, I'm going to use a little bit of it underneath my chin. And I'm also going to use a little bit of it on my hair. Just in areas where I feel like it might need just a little bit more of my middle color here. Okay, now I'm going to deepen this color in areas like around the eye. I'm going to make it a little bit darker. I eventually will come back in here with a really dark kind of smudgier pencil a little bit later on. On either side of the nose would be good, kind of like this. Maybe even underneath the eye just a little bit. And then I'm going to get ready to activate it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is using, let me grab a round brush. This is a little bit larger than I think I would like you all to use. So depending on the size of your face, you're not going to use like a smidgen brush, but you're going to use one that's probably a little bit smaller than this. And what I'm going to do is make sure there's some clean water on my brush. I've tapped it off of my water cup. I've blotted it. And I am going to add my water lightest into darkest. Okay, so we're starting to set or activate that water. So rinsing, blotting, always add the water lightest to darkest. Okay, right now I have dark color on my brush. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse it, blot it, lightest into darkest, rinse, blot, lightest into darkest, rinse, blot, okay, lightest into darkest, and keeping that color light is going to help with the activation, okay? Note, I'm not activating the white, okay? I might hit the edges of it. I'm just trying to keep those highlights pure. Didn't go lightest into darkest there, I gotta remember, so lightest into darkest. That will ensure that you preserve the highlights. Lightest into darkest. Lightest into darkest. And yeah, there we go, lightest into darkest. All right, did I forget anywhere? I think this is the main place. All right, I'm thinking that looks pretty good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and wait for this to dry before we bring, I'm hoping some smudgier stuff in.